You will be, Sarah, because we are recording now.
Oh.
And you have to be. Welcome back, everybody, to another thrilling penultimate episode,
Yes.
I think.
Hopefully, maybe.
And I always thought that I used to think that meant the last, but the penultimate is before the last, I believe.
Yes, that is true.
So, there you go. So, we're going to get into it here in just a little bit. We got the mom back at the table again, of course.
Hello again.
A recurring character.
You're here to the end.
Yep, here to the end. You guys rushed towards chaos quicker than I expected. So here we are, closing in on it.
That's because we're chaos monkeys.
You are
That's true.
chaos monkeys. And I think that we're going to just take off and get into it. So with nothing else there, somebody please recap this story for these listeners. Boom, 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 boom. Boom, boom. Adventurous.
The expedition down in the streets was headed in the right direction. Me, the Nightmare, the Cass sisters, and a group of others were using the ogre metal detector to follow Silas's trail, try to figure out where to go, what he's planning to do, and try to stop it before it happened. We arrived in the Mirelight Tavern after a street scuffle due to Marv's attempted stealthiness, and found Starve and Mario holed up in Starve's surprisingly well-whittled office. But turns out he'd been hiding out there. He helped us out a little bit, gave us some, what did he give us again?
Swirly juice?
Swirly juice, yes.
Swirly juice. Yeah. A long rest
Yeah.
beverage.
Some tasty swirly juice helped rejuvenate us. Learned that he'd seen the Gallows come through a bit earlier that day. So we decided to continue heading out. Our trail led back to where it all started, unfortunately. The warehouse next to the Mirelight Tavern. We decided, in an attempt to avoid the gloam spawn and risk of being spotted, we decided to go in the back way that I'd chased Mario down a long, long time ago. We still found our way blocked by some gloam spawn. The Nightmare pulled off a pretty good move with her fancy new crossbow.
Yeah, I did. Oh, sorry.
But unfortunately, after we had defeated the gloam spawn, we learned Lina had been captured. Nobody saw what took her, but we have a good idea of where it went. Down this tunnel, into the warehouse. That's where we're headed next.
And that's where we find ourselves now. You guys are standing in the darkness of this kind of foundation stone basement, boiler room type cellar of a area, low ceiling pillars here in this room, and this kind of half circle archway that is wide enough to slide through for people. You are well rested, even though you had to have this fight. You guys got your long rest. Marv is back up to being a spirit of full spiritiness.
Yeah.
Glowing softly green in the night. And Lina Cass gone. Mel, you get these flashbacks to what happened with Mario. He got grabbed and he got pulled by these creatures that were here not that long ago.
Yeah.
And that's where we are now. So what do we want to do, folks? I will say Jessa is panicking a little bit too.
Yeah.
She's like, gotta go in there. We gotta get her.
We're going to get her. It's where we're headed. I believe I had turned on the mist displacer.
Yes, you did. I forgot about that. Thank you. And you did
the-
notice that it had pushed things back
Mhm.
a bit. Unsure how it would deal with things like gloam spawn or anything else, but yes, it did seem to work. You guys switched it around from producing mist back to its original form of displacing it.
Yeah.
As Mel is trying to calm Jessa and kind of get us moving, I think Sarah would just be kind of looking at the adults all kind of, okay, they're nervous. But she's going to avoid being in the main part of the conversation and just kind of like skirt the outside edges, looking for things. Like, that's weird. Why didn't I see that? I'm usually pretty good. So can I be looking around for clues about like Lina directionality wise or that kind of thing?
Go ahead and make an investigation check.
When I started off like that, I got a 24.
A 24. Nice. Okay. Part of the thing that had happened here that you can imagine is basically you don't see like drag marks or anything like that necessarily, any fighting or anything of that nature. You're imagining some sort of gloam spawn envelopment. Mel had kind of dealt with something similar. These like stalker types that will like meld into the ground and disappear and go through. You just imagine that she got slurped up and was a ball of shadow, and
it's that Kirby gulp.
Yeah. Exactly. Okay. She got slurped up. She was inside of a ball of shadow, and she got pulled towards this warehouse.
Okay.
Realistically, this was off of a nat 20 of this thing last episode.
Yeah, so which beat my...
Very good.
Yeah.
From an already stealthy creature.
Okay, so as I'm like looking through the room and looking back at the adults and kind of like creeping forward, is there another door like leading, like are we going through the archway, or like where is this leading to?
This is like maintenance room, basically. So like you're in the foundation area. You're basically in a crawl space.
Okay, so
to the building above. So the only way in and out of this room is the door you came through and that little archway.
Okay. Can I get up to the archway and kind of do one of those Scooby-Doo peek around the corner
It's
thing?
really small. You're going to have to lay down to go through.
I'll totally do that.
Okay, go ahead and crawl through. To peek through and go ahead and make your perception check.
Okay.
Mel, what are you doing in the meantime?
I'm
calming Jessa down.
Yeah, I'm calming Jessa down. I'm being emotional support and like, we'll get going. We just need to be calm and be alert. It's gonna be fine.
Gonna be fine.
16.
16?
Yeah.
Oh, 16. You hear voices. You don't see anything. It goes through and then it goes up some stairs into a large warehouse. You heard Mel talk about this warehouse. This is where your ogre metal detector was pointing you. You hear voices in this room.
Can I make out what they're saying at all, or is it just
16,
kind of that like
no.
grumbly? Okay. So I think I like on my belly, like through this archway, I turn around and I go, there are people here, guys. Let's go. Okay. And then start just shimmying through. I've got my confidence.
Can I get
back.
some, if we're trying to be it, stealthy checks?
Oh, always. Yes. I was rolling well and now I'm not. I got a 15.
Wow, I rolled 2 8s. Hang on. Let me see. 13?
Stand by. You feel stealthy. You guys make your way through.
Of course I feel stealthy.
Yeah, and,
I'm the Nightmare.
I like to think you guys are crawling down in this like almost like sooty, wet, crawl space, because the fog is not just magical. It's like it's dense and cold and wet. So getting down on the ground level on a streets level thing, you feel it. This kind of humidity soaking through you as you guys make your way through. I like to think Marv is just at that level, in the same like laid down position, but just moving next to you guys through the wall.
I look over at him and I'm all sorts of kind of jealous about the spirit form, because Sarah's now realizing just how different of a high life she's led, as she's now like crawling through the dirt. Like even when she was being sneaky up in the this is a totally different like but she's leading the way. And
as you guys are you going through too, Mel, are you leaving the displacer activated?
I am.
Okay.
I think so.
Then as you guys come through this area, you also would start to hear voices. 2 people arguing back and forth.
Oh.
You can't make it out, but you can just tell 2 distinct voices. As you guys make your way into this room, that's what you hear with your passive perceptions. That mist displacer, as you kind of stand up and are in this room, you notice like you can see the bubble.
Yeah.
And it is dense. The fog, the gloam in here is insanely thick. And so it's like this visible, I don't know, like you're in a glass dome.
Yeah.
Keeping the fog out as you guys step into this room, just so you're aware.
Okay.
There's a couple stairwells going up, so you can't see anybody on that ground level yet. There's stairwell going up, and then you can see how big this room, and this is a huge warehouse, is like 200 by 100 feet, massive warehouse facility, and attached to the Gutterlight Tavern.
So since I'm leading the way, I'm going to like get up on the stairs and kind of be crouched low and be looking around for where I can see those voices coming from. But also since this, the gloam is like covered all dome kind of shaped, can we see movement from gloam spawn in there? Or when they're in the gloam, do they just kind of disappear? Like it's super...
No, you can see. Yeah, it's like shapes in the mist sort of thing.
Yeah, so like
kind
of
as
like
you
that
guys
weird
start
twisty
to go
movement.
through, I will say that like at one point you do see like something kind of cascade over the dome in the thing. So yeah, you are getting this feeling that there is a presence here.
Column supports in here for the warehouse?
A little bit, but
Or
not
pretty
very
open?
often. It's pretty open. There are
Okay.
crates and things of that nature to like hide behind, but this is it's pretty what's the word?
So I think that as I'm like crawling out, leading the way, I now suddenly don't want to be in the front. My curiosity got to me. So I want to do like a quick look and then dodge behind something as I'm listening for.
Okay. If that's what you guys are doing.
Yeah, I mostly want to see where, try to tell direction-wise where the voices are coming from.
Okay.
For, like,
As you guys move in, perception checks first. We'll go with that.
17.
6.
6, okay. Mel, you're not as adept at perceiving. You're better at investigating.
Yeah.
On a glance, you dashing through. I think you're hit a little bit by an overwhelming deja vu. This is the third time you've dealt with something in this warehouse. But you do, even on a 6, as Mel, get that feeling that you've felt many times before of gathering rift. Nightmare, as you got a 17, you hear voices talking. And you also hear the sounds of 2 voices muffled. Kind of like somebody going like, you hear that noise. But underneath that, you hear this kind of creepy voice that I think you've heard before in the form of Silas Gallows.
Yeah.
And he's talking, and he's like, I never forgot. I listened. I learned. I gathered power. And then there's a pause. And he's like, no, not yet. Not yet. And there's this weird kind of dichotomy happening of he's talking to somebody, but it's hard to tell who. And your visual, sorry. You said you took a glance.
Like, direction.
Center of the room, you have 2 tall-esque, shadowy gloam spawn standing there with a 17 you got.
Yeah.
And flanking Silas Gallows, this crimson red suit, pinstripe, fedora hat, his eyes cast in this kind of awkward shadow. You can only really see his jaw like normal. And he is standing there. He is standing in front of some sort of weird device that seems to have these like almost like tethers going to 3 locations around the room.
Ooh, that intrigues Sarah quite a bit. Is there one closest to me?
Roll a luck check.
Okay, just straight number 13.
It's not that close.
Okay.
I think you guys are kind of kitty corner to 2 of them, and then there's another one on the far side of Silas. But as you got that glance, it seemed like maybe he was talking to the gloam spawn. It was weird. They're just standing there flanking him, seemingly in some sort of control.
I look around at everybody, if I can see them and where they've gone.
They came to you.
Okay, and I like do hand signals for like
to say something
3
before?
and the tethers, and I like lift my crossbow and shrug.
What was Mel thinking?
I was just gonna ask, the warehouse, did it get rebuilt from 2 years ago, or is it still pretty run down?
We had kind of gone over this a little bit. It's like not, it wasn't in use much. It's almost like it was closed off a little bit. It's not as much of a wreck as it was after the original explosion and Marv becoming a spirit, but it's still not being used much.
Okay.
So it's still kind of just this big open, empty warehouse space filled with this gloam.
Okay. I try to decipher what the Nightmare is
I mean,
saying.
you didn't see it, but a crossbow pointing at 3 things. Like you guys can, you can communicate enough. I'm not worried about deciphering things.
All right. Yeah, we have the mist displacer on. There's stairs going up around, right?
Well, you've moved up now. You're behind crates, from what I heard.
Yeah. I think I'd look at you and I'd start motioning people to where those locations were to at least like aim for them for like those 3.
Did not see these things.
Yeah.
So
that's why I said I motioned to the Nightmare of kind of like
she said 3 and shrugged and pointed a crossbow. So I think in the moment you're going to have to try to peek it and see, but I will say now that time is ticking. So make your choices.
Can I make a quick investigation check?
You want to peek the corner?
Yeah, I want to
Stealth
peek
check
the corner.
first.
Okay. 23.
Nicely done. Go ahead and make an investigation check around the room as you kind of try to get an idea of what the heck she's talking about. Is that an at 1?
No,
Oh,
but it's very close. That's
darn.
a 7.
Which equals what?
7.
Oh, 7 was what you got total?
Yeah.
Gotcha. What,
I rolled a 2.
Oh, you rolled a 2. Yeah, you look out and you're like, she's pointing at, she said 3 and shrugged. You see 3 figures standing in there. You see Silas Gallows and 2 poltergeists. And so you're like, understood.
Got it.
Understood completely. Are you guys ready to do your things? Okay.
Can I like put the mist displacer in like a pocket of my jacket?
So it's just on?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. You got a big old trench coat. They got big old pockets.
And I would like to see him. I don't see Lina or anything. How far away is he?
Probably about, from where you guys are, probably about 50, 60 feet.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. I like motion around for like everybody, I don't know, be ready. I don't know what's gonna happen. I would like to cast Mind Spike.
Okay.
Towards him.
Towards Silas. And Nightmare.
I see Mel getting all ready for the Mind Spike, so I lift my crossbow and I aim in the general direction for that tether.
Okay, the one closer to you.
I'm going to try real hard to hit that little thing.
We'll say it's about 40 feet away from you.
Okay.
And you are going to aim for the tether. Mel, you're going to aim for Silas.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone can go ahead and make their various rolls.
I need you to make a roll.
Okay.
I didn't get it stuck in your head. You were singing it before me.
All right. What kind of roll do I need to make?
A wisdom saving throw.
A wisdom saving throw from Mr. Silas. That is a 6 from me.
No.
Oh, wait.
Wait.
I apologize. That's an 11 from me.
Still no.
Okay.
Good wisdom. Okay. You take 24 psychic damage.
Sweet.
I did roll really good. And for the duration of my concentration of up to 1 hour, I'll always know his location, but only while the two of us are on the same plane of existence. And you can't become hidden from me. So any invisible, any hiding things, it doesn't work.
That's a smart
move. Smart play.
That. From
24 damage. From you specifically.
Yes.
Okay. What does your mind spike look like?
I like to think that it's still my green magic. I kind of like the idea of me still motioning with my sword to do that.
Okay.
But instead of a slash like for my Eldritch Blasts, it's a little thrust, like a
fencing.
Yeah, like a fencing thing, and it just shoots out a little spike.
Yeah,
of
from
green.
the tip of the blade, it forms like ice coalescing on the front, and the spike flies forward, and it hits him. What kind of damage did you say?
Psychic.
Okay. It hits Silas, and 24 damage going his way. His head does not move. His head does not move, does not react.
Oh.
It hits this hat a little bit, and he turns his head towards you, and again, all you can see is that like jaw. And you see him crack this most wicked of smiles, and he goes, and he just says, "You're here. Good. Now you can see what I have planned." And then he just points at the 2 specters, and he says, "Get them."
Oh.
And these 2 stalker things turn. As they turn, Nightmare, you can make your shot. towards this thing. As you kind of get a better eye, you peek around the corner. Silas is standing there in front of this kind of pedestal thing. It's not very big. It's not this huge device, but this pedestal. Jessa had made this device, and it has these like actual tethers going to these things spiked into the ground. I don't know, like little sensors.
Yeah.
And so it's the spike that's jammed into the ground with this tether running to this device.
Yeah, I'm trying to just
so
cut
you're
the
aiming
connection.
at that tether. It's
Yeah.
this kind of metal spike with almost like a glass orb on top, and you fire your thing. Go ahead.
I got a 16.
A 16. That done.
So great.
16 to hits, but it's about damage thresholds.
Okay.
So go ahead and roll your damage.
So 13 on the initial like crossbow, and then the sneak attack damage because I'm hidden with an additional 11. So 13 plus 11, so 24.
24. You watch your bolt fly through, and it clings into this tether, and this glass cracks almost completely on top, but it's still there.
Okay.
So these are damage thresholds. As you do this, you hit this thing, this red energy starts from the pedestal, and it starts gathering along these tethers. As you hit it, it like forces that red energy back towards the pedestal. Silas growls in frustration as he sicks these two specters on you guys, and he points them at you because you're the ones he sees. And one goes to each. As you guys watch these stalker gloam spawn, they're probably 10 feet tall, maybe 9 feet tall, turn towards you. You guys see on the insides of their bodies, held in captivity, are Lina Cass, tucked inside of this gloam spawn on one side, and Xander Farthing on the other. And as they turn and rush towards you guys, you have these hostages on the insides of these gloam spawn.
Nah.
I think Sarah, seeing that, she's actually just more confused than anything. I think at this point with her relationship with her father, that it doesn't rattle her.
Okay.
And that's confusing.
Yeah.
So I think that she gets a little like furrowed brow, and is grumpy about missing that thread, and then is going to
Focus up. Yeah, and if you want to roll out an insight check, if you care, but
sure,
yeah.
I would do that. I did not roll well because maybe Sarah just doesn't.
Yep.
I got an 11.
You notice your father.
Yeah.
It makes you feel nothing really in the grand scheme of things, other than frustration that you didn't,
Yeah.
catch that part. And maybe it's just boils down to Silas not being very good at understanding things. He maybe found out who you are and thought this would be a thing that would rattle you.
Yeah.
And maybe that's a mistake on his part. Regardless, I need everybody to roll initiative.
Yeah.
Yes.
As
that's better.
This, I'm sorry, Jessa. That one.
Why have I been rolling so many, 8s? That's a 10.
Okay, cool. What do we
20
got?
from Sarah.
20. We got
A 10.
a 10. Can someone roll for, or no, Marv just goes out. He'll just go after you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Mel and Marv are 10. Silas, and then I need to roll for my dudes. They're below Mel.
What about the others in the group?
Well, it's just Jessa and Spiritual Marv.
And Marv, yeah.
So, okay, we got this thing set up. Initiative has been rolled. Nightmire, you see your father in this spirit form thing, rushing towards you inside of the stalker. But it is your turn first. You got this ping off of this tether, and as you are aiming for it again in this area, it's your turn. The specter is kind of closing in your direction, trying to block you from doing what you are attempting to do. Before anything, though, I will tell you guys that the way this works is you see Silas Gallows take the device and he turns a handle, and this red energy starts to course up this sort of central pedestal he is on. This orb of red Jessica style sparkling energy starts to rise up off this pedestal. We got 3 rounds here. I'll just tell you guys that now. 3 rounds to stop this in some form. You'll have to figure out how. And after that point, some bad stuff's going to happen. So
Okay.
we're on a time ticker.
Mm-hmm.
As it goes up, and Nightmare, it is your turn first.
So I did not hide after that surprise.
No,
like,
well, it's
thing.
just an attack, yeah.
Yeah.
So
So I am going to actually take this turn to ask Caro for that. Like, oh, this looks bad. And help me out again, like you did before, and get that armor of Agathis on me. So that's the temporary hit points, and being able to do cold damage to those that do cold damage to me. And then I am going to bonus action dash towards this machine. I saw him just crank a handle. I'm gonna get over there and start seeing what kind of like damage I can do to
the central
this.
machine or to the tether? Because he's at the central machine.
Yeah, I guess my aspect is always to disrupt people's evil magic plans. So tether's already like somewhat damaged. Yeah, I guess I would dash over to the tether that's already and see if I can like chop
Okay.
it, and then just with that intention. So I cannot hide because those are my 2 actions. So I'm gonna dash over and have that armor of Agathis and just like get myself down to start looking at it.
Okay.
Like how can I?
You can
Do I dig it up? Do I cut it up? Like does anything
you can
look
make a
particular?
You can make a perception check.
Okay.
They'll allow that even with the turn.
So perception for me, that would be a 16.
Yeah, it's you get the feeling that there are a couple different ways to do this. Attacking for sure. There's damage threshold before it might break. Sabotage. You have done this before. Sleight of hands. Things of that nature to destabilize these tethers is possible.
Okay.
You get the feeling that there's magic associated with this. So Mel, you would potentially have the ability to like rift close, like have that sort of connection.
Okay.
So basically Arcana checks, sleight of hand checks, attacking.
Okay.
These are those things you get from that.
So yeah, I'm over there. I'm situated. I'm like keeping my eye on where those guys are at, but for the most part, it's just like that preparation.
Okay. And as you do that, Silas kind of, you hear him talk again to himself, and he's like, no, I'll tell them now. And he starts monologuing. But it's
Nice.
like he was talking to somebody else there. He starts talking about like, you can't stop this. I've spent the last 2 years getting the city prepped for this moment, sowing grief and despair and chaos, causing the skyline to fall under my iron fist, causing the streets to become a despair mess. I infiltrated the MMCD so that nobody in the authority could stop me. I'm not gonna let you 2 wannabes stop me. He is kind of circling around this device to keep the field in view, but he's still doing stuff with the device. He is not a part of this battle.
Okay.
Next up, Mel Marv.
Wait, really?
Mhm.
Oh, cool. Are the specters in melee range? No.
It wasn't their turn. They turned, they moved towards you. You're probably about 30 feet from one with Lina Cass inside coming your way. And she appears to be awake. Her eyes are open, but she looks haggard.
Okay. How close is the nearest pillar?
To you, you're further away. He was in the middle of a room, 60 feet. I'm going to say these pillars are probably about 60 feet from each other in a triangle pattern. So Nightmare went towards one. She's next to one. Off to your right a ways. The closest to you is probably 40, 50 feet away.
Ugh. I'd worry about hitting Lina if I attack the specter.
There is that concern. You'll have to find out one way or the other.
I am going to move my 30 feet.
Okay.
So not all the way, but move my 30 feet closer to the tether.
A different one than what
A different
Nightmare's
one
working
than
on?
what
Okay.
Nightmare's working on.
Nightmare 2, I should say, as you separated from Mel, that dense feeling of the weight of
The gloam.
the gloam, and maybe even a little enhanced feeling of despair in here as she has left this mist displacer, or as you have left this mist displacer dome. Forgot to do this on your turn. Can you make a wisdom saving throw for me as you have stepped out?
Jessa also had one.
21.
21? Okay. You maybe again, you've evolved in a different way. This is a one-time. You passed it. You're good. But this despair weight that tried to bury you underneath this feeling of the unwillingness to go on, you are able to push that off and continue on.
I think Sarah may have been able to push that off because the despair was heaviest for her when Caro disappeared. And so she's got true weight in her background.
Ah,
I like that.
nice.
So Mel, continue.
Yeah.
You're moving towards the tether.
Yeah, I'm moving my 30 feet, not dashing or anything, but away from the specter, away from the specter
I get you.
towards the thing. And I'm going to cast Eldritch Blast on it, depending on what that does.
Start
For the
with
first
one?
beam, I'll
Okay.
start with one.
Okay, go ahead and hit it. That one
Non-natural 20.
absolutely hits.
Yay. With 11 force damage.
Okay. It
What is it?
collides into it, and kind of similar magics, rift, Marv magic, shooting out from your sword, colliding with this thing, same kind of thing. The glass starts to crack on top.
Okay.
Seems to work just the same. Any sort of damage seems to do the trick.
Okay. Yeah, I think I will. I will in my second one at it too.
Okay.
I think.
Go ahead and roll.
Focusing on this. It's a nat 1 for an
It-
8.
Well, it works, so it's not that, but it slides wide and collides with the wall, skips off the ground.
Aw, all right.
Marv is up next. He is back behind you a bit, but he can do his own thing. So, what would Marv do? He'd probably go for a specter. He would go test the waters. So he's going to move forward his 50 feet that he can easily do, kind of get in the way of Mel and that stalker that's coming towards you in his green specter form, pulls out his familiar saber or cutlass, and he is going to attack this thing and try not to hit Lina as best he can.
Yay.
He hits. Marv hits it in such a way, and these are similar creatures somewhat in a way, these Marv and the Gloamspawn, but he seems to always be able to fight against these things just fine. He does 7 damage.
Nice. Does he have his drain thing?
Yeah, that's his only attack.
Oh, okay.
7 damage to one of these things, and hard to tell if Lina was affected.
Okay.
My stalker's turns. We're going to start with the one over by Nightmare.
It got close to me.
Huh? Well, no, it's going to now.
Okay.
It can move forward. It flies forward, kind of floats forward. It can fly 50 feet as well.
Yeah.
Closes that gap towards you and is going to attack you in such a way that I think will trigger Armor of Agathis. But how does Armor of Agathis work?
Physical damage.
I'm gonna say it works. It's a little weird because it counts as bludgeoning. It gets up next to you. It puts its hand out. This Gloamspawn with your father inside of it, kind of blinking wide and looking around. It's almost like he can't really see you necessarily. He's just kind of looking around crazily, and he's trying to get out, but there's nothing there. He's pretty disheveled, still wearing that suit he was wearing at the election this morning when the Gallows family seemed to grab him. He was unsure why. He was funding all of this, but he was probably not involved in all of the decision-making of taking over the city of Mirelight. This Gloamspawn comes up to you, reaches a hand forward, and just shoves its hand like this. It is going to touch you, but...
Like what?
Like a... Oh, because it's an audio medium, you want me to explain this?
Yeah.
Its hand pushes against your chest and shoves you backwards.
Okay.
Can you please make a strength saving throw?
Oh, that's a mean stat. Oh, but I got a nat 20.
Yeah.
That is rude. So you are going to only take half of this damage, which is only...
Can I also half
10.
that again by doing uncanny dodge?
Well, it's only 10. Can you uncanny dodge saves?
Oh, no.
Yeah, I didn't think so. So no. So you take 5 damage,
Okay.
but you feel this force that would have shoved you very hard back, potentially upwards of 30 feet away, that you are able to kind of lock in, ignore the weight of the world, ignore the despair, power through. You feel this little almost like somebody's holding your back, this force behind you that's like supporting you from behind, and you are able to stay put and not get telekinetically thrown backwards across the room. So good job. That is its turn.
So, wait, no. Because I took 5 damage from that. You want that to affect Armor of Agathis.
Oh,
It's a
yes.
physical thing.
Sorry.
So my Armor of Agathis, just like this big, cold, kind of like icy shiver, it explodes in kind of that pinky purple sort of shrapnel sort of thing as it decimates Armor of Agathis. But maybe that's because Caro had to refocus on holding me in place so I didn't move. So Armor of Agathis is gone, but this Spectre also takes that 5 damage in cold damage. So if that affects him in any way.
Nice.
Nope.
Okay.
It takes the damage. You guys see from the back, or you hear from the back, you hear Jessa yelling, Lina! And she's going to run out, hop over a bench. And she is going to rush towards Lina and the Spectre. Oh, wait, I didn't attack you.
Oh, no.
Hold the horses. The other stalker creature closes in on Mel. Let's try this again.
Wait, I did move away from it.
You did, but it can move 50 feet.
Oh.
And this thing can fly. Hovers right above the ground, whoosh, flies towards you, and it is also going to attempt to do the exact same thing it did to Nightmare to Mel. But because it passes through Marv is going to get an attack of opportunity and succeed. Does another 5 damage.
Cool.
So Marv does some damage, but can you please make a strength
A stink saving throw.
A strength saving throw. As this thing comes up, it places its hand against your chest and shoves. Lina Cass's hand also comes forward in that same motion. She's like trapped in the arms and legs of this thing too.
Oh, weird.
And like a mech suit sort of idea, and pushes you.
A 15?
You guys are mean.
Yes.
DC 14.
Strength saving stat was so cruel.
I know.
And then getting the good numbers.
And you only take half of 6, which is 3. I rolled terribly. But it's not, you don't get a pass. It's a one-time only thing. But
Mind Spike is concentration.
cool.
What is the rules for that again?
Oh, you got to beat a 10 or half the damage.
Okay, so I gotta beat.
You got to do a Constitution saving throw of a 10 or
I have
higher.
advantage because I'm a warcaster.
You do have advantage because you're a warcaster.
I rolled a 15 and a 19. Let's go.
Yeah, so Mind Spike's still active. You have that tether towards Silas. He's just visible right now. But
Yeah. In case he tries.
yeah,
seems to try
he
anything.
might try some stuff.
Jessa.
At the end of both of these stalkers' turns, you would know, Mel, in the past, they could like meld into the ground or whatever. You get the idea that they like start to shrink down, but then realize they can't because there is a physical form inside of them and they come back up out of the ground. So also closing in on you, Mel, as it passes through the bubble of mist displacing.
Oh, yeah.
You are going to see from inside Lina kind of shake her head, her eyes focus on Mel.
Oh.
And she's going to try to attempt to struggle free as the mist is pushed back a little bit from inside.
Oh.
But she rolled an 8, so she doesn't succeed at that.
Poor Lina.
Yeah. And Jessa charges out. She sees what's happening. I'm going to make a perception check for Jessa. Yeah, she's pretty good. She's going to take that mist displacer that she had, that you guys had augmented from this producer to a displacer, and just throw it across the ground towards the Nightmare.
Oh.
She's going to turn it on and slide it across the ground. So she's going to make on her turn an athletics check.
Yeah.
Nice.
She got a 2.
Oh.
It didn't get very far. Nightmare, you see Jessa tried her best. It gets about halfway across the room, and you see this bubble here that could be used or picked up or whatever, but it's probably about 20 feet away from you at the moment.
Okay. Does the bubble extend?
It
past that 20
itself is
feet,
about
or-
a 20-foot bubble, but that's it.
Okay.
So, yeah.
So I'm like on the edge of it.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. You're about 20 feet away from the edge of it. Jess is going to rush over and join in Mel. She's going to use her bonus action to throw the thing and double move to get up next to where Lina is.
Nice.
And you're going to see that she is going to attempt to just reach in and pull Lina out, but maybe not on this turn.
Okay.
Yep. And we got back to the top of the round. I'm rolling something top of the round. Okay. Nightmare, it is your turn. The orb in this pedestal rising up once more. One round over with.
All right.
Silas smiling in the background, but it's not his turn. It is your turn.
I think I'm looking around kind of nervous. There's this specter next to me that has my father in it, and that's just weird. And then Silas and all of that activity, but I've got this thing that I already did damage to. So I try to ignore the scary of this big guy hovering over me and focus in. Being super close to this, I'm going to just channel Carol help and try to get that Eldritch Blast on in there and hopefully get those two hits.
Well, start with 1.
So does a 17
for sure hits.
Okay. 17, 9 damage.
With a point blank Eldritch Blast basically right next to this thing, coursing through your hand, that pinky purple energy, it collides with this tether and the glass shatters, and the tether that is connected to this device like pings off and like rips back towards this main tether, and you see Silas grumpily yell in furiousness as one of the tethers goes. However, the orb is still rising.
Okay, so I see that sort of energy. So I use that second Eldritch Blast to aim towards Silas himself.
Okay.
At a 23.
For sure hits.
And then for just 3 of that force damage for him. And then I am going to do a cunning action disengage from this specter. And I want to run forward towards Silas. He's pretty far, yeah?
He's about 60, or I guess he'd be like 40 feet in or whatever, math-wise says.
Okay.
So we'll call it 40 feet.
Yeah, cunning action disengage, just try to get close. My heart's pounding because I'm used to, sneaking.
Okay.
But this feels like I got to take care of this thing, and I've got to do it fast. So, just rushing towards him.
How far?
My full 30 feet of movement. Just because the disengage just means that the specter can't hit me now that I don't have, or he doesn't get an opportunity attack as I go rushing past him. Okay. I kind of do a little side slide and dash.
Okay, so you almost get towards him all the way.
Yeah, just rushing in.
Then
fiddling with my pocket, with my purse as I'm going up, and just heart pounding, super nervous, but with a plan in mind.
Okay, it's his turn.
Mm-hmm.
He sidesteps around the device, keeping the device between you and him.
Mm-hmm.
And he continues to talk for a little bit. He's like, every riot, every whisper of panic is fed into this. And he points at the machine. And as you kind of look down at the machine too, you see that the ground is torn up here a little bit. And these pipes, the listening to the city down at the base of this. He's like, I fed everything into this, and if I would have just had a little more time, we wouldn't be having to deal with this right now. And as the orb begins to build up and up and up, and he looks over at Jessa and he says, but don't worry, Cass, your device will work wonderfully. And then he is going to...
You have to edit that later, right?
Yeah, it's fine. He actually is going to make a roll. And you hear him once again, kind of his head cocks to the side, and he goes, no, not quite yet. Let them come a little closer. And it is now
duly noted.
Mel's
Sarah's
turn.
eyeballs are suddenly wide
Yep.
as she's
As you're 10
right
feet
there.
away.
Yep. Mel,
Me.
your turn, and Marv's turn.
Cool.
And you hear all this as well.
Yeah.
It's not...
This little pylon tether thing next to me.
You did good damage to it.
I did. I'm gonna Eldritch Blast it again.
Okay.
See what that does. No.
What'd you get?
I got a 10.
That hits.
Wait, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
It's a device on the ground.
It's an
10
item.
is the threshold.
Okay, cool. For only 6 force damage though.
So we were at
I'd done 11 before.
17. Okay. Yeah. It cracks a little more. The glass shattering on top. But again, it's not the only way you can deal with it, but it might be the most useful way in combat for you to deal with it. So
Yeah, for the amount of time. Oof. It's right next to me, but Jess is dealing with the Lina situation.
Mm-hmm.
I want to aim my second one at this. I want to try to get this thing.
Yeah, that's probably a good call.
Ooh, that was a good roll that time. A 25.
Yeah, for sure hits, obviously.
Yay. Only 7 force damage.
So that's 24. You were at 17.
Yes.
Still hanging in. Sorry.
Let me look at my bonus actions real quick. Can I Hexblade's Curse the Spectre next to me?
Yeah? That just happens, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I send out a little extra flash of green that courses into this thing. Not Lina, but the thing.
Yeah.
And then that will be my turn.
Okay. Yeah, great. Marv comes in and he sees what you guys are doing. He's not, foolish. And he's going to look at you, Mel, and he's going to say, do you want me to go after the thing or do you want me to go after the tether?
Go after the tether.
Okay. Marv is going to fly forward and he is going to use his attack also on this tether instead of this stalker creature. That's a 24 to hit.
Haha.
Doesn't got to do, I don't even need to roll. He just needed to do 1 damage. Marv comes forward, slashes this thing, and the slash of his green energy sword spews the glass across this room as he gets a turn.
All right.
Orb still rising.
The tether disconnects.
Tether whips apart, disconnects, just like the one the Nightmare had done. 1 remaining in the rest of this round.
Okay.
Stalker's turns. Nightmare, starting with you.
Yeah.
This time, no reason to shove you back. It is going to instead rush forward. Again, can fly 50 feet.
Yeah.
Comes in from behind you and is going to attempt to reach his hands up and slam down upon you. This kind of telekinetic slam. First hit, nat 1. Come on. Second hit, that's a 24.
Oh, no.
Yep, that hits.
Sorry.
Coming down upon you with 8 bludgeoning damage from this kind of thud of gloam energy as it thuds into you. And that's that guy's turn.
I'm going to take that whole thing.
Okay. That is an attack, but more to come. Mel, the other one, is going to rush towards you.
Okay.
Close the gap.
Wait, does Jessa get an opportunity attack?
Oh, she would. With so many tabs. She kind of like has these like bracelets on her arm and her hands glow for a second and she's just going to attempt to punch this thing because she can punch ghosts. She hits for 5 damage.
Nice, Jessa.
Not too bad. Cool. We have the one going for Mel. Still going to go for you.
Okay.
You were just in the process of finishing off this tether. It is going to rush towards you and attempt to make that multi-attack against you as well. First attack, does a 16 hit you?
Yes.
Okay, 16 hits. Second attack, another nat 1. Come on, world.
Okay.
All right, 1 attack
I'm fine with
does
that.
I like when you roll
11
that
damage.
ones.
11 damage to Mel.
Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Jessa got the opportunity attack. She's going to not move forward necessarily, but she is frustrated. She was not able to get Lina out. She's actually going to move to that bubble that she tossed for a second now that you guys are closing the tethers down and whatever. And she is going to tether. I'm going to roll for it. She mad. She's smart. She's mad. She is going to reach out her hand and aim it at Silas. And with a carried through power of this kind of spell that she forms in her hand, you see this coalesce into this arrow shape.
Oh.
And this kind of red arcing arrow of energy launches forward. You can feel the magic tingling in the air and collides with Silas as she casts her version of Melf's acid arrow.
Nice.
Spellcasters are the hardest to play as the DM because all it ever gives you is like they can cast this spell and you got to look it all up. It's crazy. Don't do spellcaster, bad guys or good guys. Just hit people with swords.
Yeah.
44 psychic damage or not psychic force damage from Jessa. 6. Very good. That's 14 damage on a 44.
Nice.
Very nice.
Almost full. As it blasts into Silas, this kind of red arcing energy blasts him back, and he does kind of stagger back a second as he's hit by this. And she says, I'm tired of you using my devices to ruin this city. And she is mad.
Very fair.
Very fair. We're going to go with whoever's turn is next. Technically, Lina is still inside the bubble. She's going to attempt to get out.
Get it?
You see her force her way through, and she is able to break a hand free, and she's like holding her hand out like this, but that is all she is able to get forward from. She can't fully break out on her own. Nightmare, top of the round. One more roll. Your turn.
Okay. Heart's just beating.
Oh, and last round. Third. This is round 3.
Yeah.
The orb rises up, and it starts to pulsate. Mel, Marv, you share a look. You know what this feels like. This feels like the beginning of a rift forming, a very, very big, very, very dangerous, despair-ridden rift.
Okay, despair. I was just about to ask what emotion it was. Yeah, despair. Okay.
Nightmare, it's your turn. You're not as familiar, but you see magic happening.
Yeah. So heart pounding. I'm right here. Who's within a 30-foot radius bubble for me?
You dashed in, Silas and
the
stalker.
specter.
Yeah,
just those.
Yeah, Jess has stayed back enough that she's doing stuff from range.
Can I see, now that I'm right here on top of this machine, anything that's like an obvious on-off switch or something that I would feel like I can
make that
do?
I'm gonna say perception probably, or arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah. I'll tell you now, it's a high DC for the
Yeah,
main machine. High.
I rolled decently well, though. 21?
Oh.
With a 21, I will say that it's not so much that you look at this thing and go, oh, there's an on-off switch. I'm good. But it is that thing of you think you would have an easier time disconnecting that third tether from here, as opposed to destroying the actual tether glass dome thing. So if you wanted to attempt to remove that third tether from this position, it will be easier.
Okay. I think in that moment, I take my hand away from my pouch of goodies, even though I'm surrounded by just the people that I want to affect.
Nice.
And just I'm very nervous not dismantling the people that can do damage to me. This is running into the danger so out of character. So Sara is just nervous, heart all aflutter, adrenaline rushing, but there's only one tether left. So she's going to try to ignore Silas, ignore the specter, and rip that thing off the machine.
Nice.
Okay. You go ahead and make your roll. You're going with the sleight of hand this time?
Yes.
Okay, sleight of hand, a disabling check against this machine.
Yeah, and it doesn't have the little A. But it does, but I do specifically have advantage on something that is considered a trap.
This is not a trap.
Okay, so just
this
one
is a
roll.
device.
Okay.
One roll, but the DC is lowered because of your location and the roll you got.
Okay, just double checking.
Yeah.
That one.
Oh no.
What was that? It was a little quiet. I'm sorry.
No.
I got a nat 1. I'm too nervous.
Yeah, you
so
got
even with a plus 11, it's a nat 1. So it would be a 12. But
yeah, nat 1. I gotta honor the nat 1.
that is so devastating. I should have
not
used the
for
dust.
me. But that is your action. Do you have bonuses you would like to use?
I mean, what's happening to me?
Right now, nothing. It's your turn. But you have Silas Gallows next to you, and you have a stalker closing in behind you.
I think I would disengage.
Okay. So you're going to back away. You only moved...
I moved the 10 feet
10
up to
feet
the
forward.
machine. But it would be the that's all I've got.
Which way are you disengaging towards?
Down the tether line.
Okay, towards that tether. Okay, Silas just smirks as he watches as you attempt to rip apart this tether, and it holds, and the orb reaches this cresting point where at the end of this round, something will happen. And it is his turn.
Okay.
But you disengaged.
I did.
What will Mr. Silas do? You're going to see him kind of cock his head again, and he goes, "We can't let them stop us. No, now's the time." And he is going to hold out his hand towards you, Nightmare,
Mm-hmm.
and with a very familiar, very similar power to what both of you guys have. you see this black energy form along his arm as he fires 2 eldritch blasts
Oh,
towards...
we're all a little bit warlocky in here.
Fires 2 eldritch blasts towards the Nightmare as this cantrip launches towards you, and you feel this very familiar energy coming your way.
It's
2
the rifts.
20s, not nats, but non-natural 20s.
Ah, that's
And,
terrifying.
I actually need to look it up because I don't know how it works. I can ask you guys, but that's okay. So it's 1d10.
Mm-hmm. Force damage, that's it.
Okay, because it's just amount of beams.
Yep.
But he's shooting 2 towards you. That's 8. And that's 5. That's 13 damage flying your way, Nightmare. As you are blasted back by this black energy. You all hear throughout.
I think I would
this...
I'd uncanny dodge that 8. So I'd get the 9 damage.
Well, it's 13 total damage.
Yes, I know, but they're 2 separate blasts.
Oh,
I can only
right.
uncanny dodge 1 attack.
Yeah, 9 damage. You guys see that smile from Silas curl up on the edges. And then you hear laughter emanate. That is not his, but something else.
What does it sound like?
Just like a creepy, like...
Oh, God, okay.
I'm sorry, what was that? What is it?
Yeah, like that. Kind of like an insane person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is it masculine? Feminine? Is it ambiguous?
Make an insight check.
13.
13. Sounds like a higher, younger pitched version male voice that Silas has.
Oh.
Mel, your turn with Marv on deck. You have broken this tether next to you. The other one is about 60 feet away. You see that the Nightmare had attempted to close off the last one, failed. You have a stalker right in front of you. Lina's hand reaching out. Jessen not nearby. You have choices.
Okay. Can I get the vibe on whether or not I could attempt to rift close the main orb?
Roll that investigation or arcana check.
That's a 7.
You think it's too strong. Whatever. It's not a rift yet.
Yeah.
It's just this like orb of energy over the top of this like glass dome thing. You think that drop and magic breaking power with all this despair and whatnot is going to cause a rift. But right now, this is just a device.
And the other tally's 60 feet away. Lena's right next to me.
Reaching out. But that doesn't mean you have to take it. You have the orb hovering. A few people's turns left before it drops.
I look at Lina.
Okay. She locks eyes with you.
I say, I'm sorry, but this is more important.
Her hand was reached out like this, slowly turns into a thumbs up. Lina knows what's up.
Okay. Cool. And
in fact, I think you even see her like, she was struggling to do that, and she sees what is happening, what needs to do. In this moment of clarity, she actually pulls back into the thing.
Okay.
To, let you do your thing, not be attempt.
Okay.
Yep.
I turn. I know I'm still in range of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
I do not care. I turn. I am going to... It's my most powerful thing that I think I just want to put out. I would like to try and... It'd be so hard to cut the tether. Do I think, like, getting the pylon would be more... It would be easier than hitting the tether?
I mean, with your investigation check, you think that you'd have to do the same sort of thing that the Nightmare tried. So it's probably, honestly, 50-50.
I want to hit the pylon. I want to hit the pylon.
So you're aiming for that last tether connection type of thing?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this an Eldritch Blast situation?
Yeah.
Okay. Go ahead.
First one is a 17.
Okay, that'll hit. You can just roll both, see if you hit, I guess.
Second one is a 19.
Yeah, both hit.
Cool.
D10s.
First one is 12 force damage. Second one is 13 force damage.
Do you not roll D10s?
She did roll D10s.
Yeah, I did roll D10s.
With her bonus.
I have a
also.
+4.
She's an actual warlock.
Yeah.
I'm so confused. I was like, what are you doing?
Yeah. So
did you just say, was that a perhaps 25 damage when one hit?
Yeah.
As it launches forward, you missed both times by 1 hit point.
No.
Both times. It launches forward. It collides with this tether. Nightmare, you're sitting there, you're kind of rushing forward, this panic taking over you, and all of a sudden you see this tether snap from the backside of the device over your shoulder, launches forward and shatters. And all three are shattered. The orb sitting there starts to waver and starts to get smaller.
Wait, question.
Yep.
I still had a bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Can I do that to take a healing potion?
Yeah.
Okay.
You can do that.
Okay. You just continue, but I needed that.
The orb is starting to lessen. It's still hovering in the air, but it is starting to diminish. It's not getting that pull in from all this despair anymore, but it's still hovering there for a moment. Marv's turn. Marv's like, what am I doing?
Get Lina.
Okay. Using his incorporeal movement, he is going to rush forward, pass through this Gallows spawn, and attempt to grapple and pull Lina out. So he is going to make an athletics check to see. Oh, what's his plus? Oh, no.
Oh.
Wait. Yes, he is a specter. That would be really good. It would have been a 20.
Oh.
Or no, sorry, it would have been a 15, but with a -5 pulled all the way down to a 10 because he's a spirit.
Oh.
He does not succeed in getting Lina out.
I probably
with this
should have
pass
thought of
through.
that.
However, interestingly, I'm going to let this stand. At the end of that thing's turn, it might take some force damage because Marv is inside of it and they're entwined within each other. It's crazy stuff. Stalker's turns. Nightmare.
Yep.
There one. Your father trapped inside. You were heading towards the tether. You get this moment of hope. Mel killed it.
Mhm.
You don't have to rush there anymore as you turn and face this stalker who is closing in on you.
Okay.
It, just for fun, is going to try to telekinetically shove you again because
Okay.
it hasn't worked yet. It might be kind of entertaining for me.
Oh,
So
no.
can you make a strength saving throw as this thing rushes forward, 2 hands this time, pushing you back, this force flying.
Strength saving throw. Just a straight roll at a 16.
Dang it!
Nice.
Stop it! You only take 3 damage.
Okay.
And again, that force of somebody holding you, keeping you upright. You guys are you got too much help
Aha.
to deal with this sort of thing. And the other stalker is going to...
Does it take force damage?
Well, it's the thing. It's like, would it try to expel Marv from within itself? I don't know how it does that. We're going to make a roll. I don't want to look at the rules. It attempts to expel Marv from within, and it fails miserably.
Oh.
Marv is kind of holding on. Lena's in there, too. You see it's going to attack Marv.
Oh.
Kind of inside of its own persona. Marv takes some damage, but it's probably not going to be too much. Marv takes 7 damage,
All right.
but he got healed up, so he is currently fine. However, at the end of this thing's turn, it was not able to break free of this kind of weird coalescence of 3 creatures inside of each other.
That's so weird, like, you know, cartoon animes where you get like the ball of things rolling and it's just dust everywhere.
Yeah,
so you
it's
just have
basically that. So this thing takes 1d10 force damage,
Oh.
which is 5 damage, from Marv being inside of it, which is 22 health, which is, as Marv holds in, grabs Lina, he's not strong enough to pull her free, but as this thing attacks him, this like blast of green energy, as Marv is able to stay within this thing, takes force damage, and with a this thing shatters and explodes and becomes gloam, and Marv is left there, lowering Lina with his specter abilities down to the ground.
Cool. I get 10 health from that
Oh, sweet.
because I cast Hexblade's Curse on it.
Nicely done. Okay. Then Lina is laid down. She looks very exhausted and tired and weak, but she is up.
All right.
Jessa is going to look forward at what happened with Lina. She has a big smile on her face now. She's going to be like, "You're done, Silas. It's over. Even if a rift is summoned, it's not going to be big enough to do what you wanted to do. Surrender." And she's going to hold up her hands. But she's not going to actually not hit him because she's mad. She is going to form this crazy ball of energy, very similar to the ball of energy that you see here, but in her hands.
Oh.
This is just her cool version of Flaming Sphere as it launches out towards Mr. Silas Gallows. this sphere of fire or sphere of like sparking energy erupts into the space. And they make a dexterity saving throw. That's nat 20. Sorry, Jessa.
No.
But I think it still probably takes half damage. Yes.
Silas deserves it.
Half
Take that damage.
So she does 5 damage to him, even with the half damage.
Whittle it away.
Cool.
Does that bring it back to me at the top of the round?
Yeah, Lina is going to sit up a little bit, crack her back, and just kind of look around and trying to get her bearings. But she is free, bottom of the list, but she kind of is exhausted.
Okay.
So top of the round, Nightmare, you see this orb go from this big energy thing to slowly closing, and eventually it dissipates. Whoosh. But the pedestal is still glowing. This orb drop, whatever was going to happen here, like, it's off, but it's not destroyed. The tethers were amplifying it. The energy coursing up through the city, this despair, causing this potential rift that was going to form to burst into existence, seems to be lessened, but the device is still there. It is still on, just so you know.
When I had originally investigated this piece, though, the only thing that I could really see that I needed was that tether. So Sara would be at a loss of what to do with this energy, this magic. She doesn't have that experience. So am I engaged with the specter? Because he came up on me to try to do the shove. So he's like right on
he's
my
melee.
business.
And you didn't get that far away. You were only 20 feet away from Silas, too, because you had moved already. So, yeah.
So the gloam behind me, or a potential for any sort of like place to duck behind.
Oh, you want to try to hide?
I mean, I probably need to disengage. So I probably won't be able to hide. But
I mean, you could also risk
wondering.
the attack and just move and then use your actions from there. Disengaging just ensures the opportunity to attack doesn't hit you. If you want to take the risk.
Yeah. Sure. But is there anything?
Yeah, there's crates.
Because there were crates
It was kind of cleared out for where the central thing is, but a little bit outside of this ring. Probably within your moving range, there's a crate with the Gallows family symbol on the side there that you think you could get behind.
Then I will risk the opportunity attack to be running towards a place to kind of disappear behind.
Because it doesn't, I will tell you now, this thing doesn't have Sentinel. It did, however, get a 19 on the dice. So.
Oh, okay.
You are going to take the damage. But it's just one hit, 6 damage as it collides into you, but you are not stopped in your movement. You are able to...
Uncanny dodge.
That's your reaction, right? Okay. But yeah, you're able to move forward.
So I move, I try to hide behind a crate.
Okay.
So does 14.
14 for hiding?
Yeah, unfortunately. Didn't roll great.
Well... You have this sense that Silas Gallows, who just blasted you with an Eldritch Blast, you have this feeling almost like you can see through stuff.
Like the focus.
So for him, it's almost like you feel the eyes on the back of your neck. Mm-hmm. But as you clamber over, hide behind this crate, the stalker, however, does not seem to notice exactly where you are.
Peek up, shoot the crossbow at the stalker. Does a 14 hit?
Yeah, 14 hits.
Oh, thank goodness.
Things are
lower
not
rolls,
they are big and they are creepy, but they are not as strong as you would think.
Okay. 8 damage initially with the crossbow, and then because I did come from sneaking towards that one, an additional 9. So 17 total.
Seriously?
Damage on the stalker. Yes.
Nice.
You guys both hit they had 22 health.
Oh.
You, Mel, on your turn, exactly 22. 17 plus 5 is exactly 22.
Nice.
So with this kind of sneak pop-up blast, you hit this stalker and it explodes into mist, and your father's weakened, crumpled form falls a few feet to the ground. He is not nearly as strong as Lina. He is unconscious. And as he hits the ground, he's just a lump on the ground there.
And I think feeling that kind of like creepy crawly sense on the back of my neck, knowing that Silas knows where I'm at, I still just kind of like sink below the eye level of the boxes and like just deep breaths.
Okay.
Heart's just still racing. But that's my turn. I can't hide again. So
Okie dokie. Silas's turn. Anger builds up inside of him. He's like, no, this was gonna be perfect. You ruined it. And then again, he cocks his head and he's like, yes, we'll do that one. And he is going to cast a spell I don't understand. Oh, we can't do that.
What?
Rude. Well, Nightmare, you are behind a barrel about 30 feet away. Silas is going to
I'm just hoping for a little bit of cover.
Yeah, he is not going to focus on you because you're hidden, and he's actually going to turn his gaze towards Jessa.
Okay.
Look at her, and you see for the first time ever Silas's shadowed face. Just seeing his mouth, you can only ever really see his mouth, maybe the shadow of a nose. 2 pinprick balls of like black energy, almost like when you look at something so black and so dark, you start to see the wisps of light inside of them. If you've ever like closed your eyes, when you close your eyes and you can still see the sun in the middle, it's just like this light that is shining through gloam where his eyes would be. And he is going to look at Jessa Cass, and he is going to cast Crown of Madness on her.
No.
And so Jessa is going to make a wisdom saving throw, which she does not succeed upon. It's a weird spell. You guys see Jessa kind of close her eyes, wiggle her head a little bit. She was looking at Silas with this anger. She had just cast this sphere upon you. And you see her eyes go dark and mimic that same thing as she is charmed. And madness goes over her. Yeah.
Yeah, he did a thing.
Yay.
Oh,
But this is a concentration spell, just so you guys all know.
Cool.
That's Silas's turn. He's going to close in towards the device, and he might not get the rift he wanted, but he might still be able to get a rift. But he used his turn to cast a spell. Mel, you're up.
My turn?
Your specter just got decimated.
Yeah. How far?
Next to you, Lina's trying to get her bearings, but you are about 50 feet away from this Silas Gallows guy.
50. Oh. Do I use my last thing to get that? I would like to Misty Step to him.
Okay.
So I Misty Step the 30 feet, and then I use the rest of my 30 feet to move.
Yep.
Up to him. And then I would like to point blank Eldritch Blast him twice.
Okay. So
but
you Misty Step in.
I want to be next to him.
Okay. You Misty Step in. You go ahead and do your Eldritch Blast. Go ahead.
First one is a 23.
Yep.
Roll both. Second one is a let's go nat 20.
There you go. Roll that damage.
Okay, so
Just roll the first one first.
first one is 10 force
Okay.
damage, and then second one is plus. So 19 plus 10 is 29
force damage. Point blank, you get that sword slashing in that X pattern. It clashes into Silas. He is blasted and in pain. Marv is going to follow suit. He's going to rush in and take his attacks. He got a 3.
Oh no.
Marv does not succeed. Stalkers are gone. Jessa is up. You see Jessa kind of cock her head weird, and again she looks around a little, and then she is going to move in. It does say melee attack. She is going to move in towards Mel, closer to Silas. Her hands glow again with this kind of red crackling energy, and she is going to just punch at you with her magic hands.
Magic
as
hands.
she has to use her melee attack against you. Haha! That is a 19 to hit you.
That does hit.
You take 6
Did
force damage.
hold up concentration saving throw on
On Silas.
Because he took 29
he just
damage.
took so much damage. Pump the brakes, don't take that damage yet. Let's see.
because he has to beat a 14.
He has to beat a 14. He does have a plus to his constitution. Okay. Got to beat a 14. That's a 3. Disregard. I'm going to say Jessa comes through on her turn and she steps forward and we'll say she closed the gap still. The hands glow. She looks like she was about to punch you and then you see her shake her head once more. She is good at this magic stuff now. She has learned some things.
Yes,
she is
Jessa.
instead going to turn her hands towards Silas. Or actually, is anyone hurting? You're not doing so good?
I'm doing awful.
So she's going
but
to...
I am behind a barrel. So I'm kind of
Oh, so she can't see
I'm
you.
back. She can't see
Okay,
me.
then she is going to throw a firebolt,
Oh,
close
nice.
range on her, energy bolt, close range. She got a 4. She failed. She was struggling getting free, but managed to break free of her bonds of chaos.
Nice.
Lina is going to make a roll to see if she has any sort of strength to do anything. She does not. She got a 7. She is
That's
just
fair.
getting down on she's now moved from sitting to all fours
Nice.
and taking deep breaths, being sucked inside of this thing forever.
Poor Lina.
Aw.
Top of the round is the Nightmare's turn. Yeah, go ahead.
I think I want to, I know Silas knows where I'm at, so I am going to shuffle and try to
Rehide.
bonus action
Yeah.
rehide.
Yeah, go ahead.
Kind
Give it a
of
try.
move my position and see. That's so much better. A 26.
Nice.
And then from there, pop up with that crossbow.
Okay.
And get a 20 not nat, dirty 20, to hit Silas with that crossbow.
Yeah, absolutely hits.
For 10 damage originally from the crossbow bolts. And then sneak attack is going to be an additional 6. So 16 total damage.
And I will say, admittedly, pumping the brakes a little bit on this,
Yeah.
you wouldn't have had to use your bonus action to hide because Mel's right next to him.
Oh, that's true.
So if you want to save that bonus action, technically you still get sneak attack. All this
that's
would
right.
still work.
How about I just use that because I pop up and then I'm visible. I'll just use that bonus action hide as the after effect.
Ender
so
effect.
that-
Okay, sounds great. So, how much was
so just in case, a total of 16 damage.
Okay. Great. Looking awful.
Haha.
Actually, disregard
can
what
I
I
take
said.
a-
He looks fine.
Oh nope,
You-
I'm gonna hide.
You
Yep.
ahead? Okay. Silas's turn.
Okay.
He is going to say, "Enough of this. I'm tired of everybody getting in the way of my plans." Who's in range with him? Mel, Marv,
Jessa, because you said she closed
Jessa
the
closed
gap.
in. Great.
The
Yep.
gap.
Depends on what the range is.
It's within 10 feet.
Okay, so no, I'm not.
As he takes this energy coming from his hat, his form, this shadow that normally covers his eyes, those eyes are still glowing a little bit. His whole body becomes this inky blackness as it coats down to the ground, and then it spreads out as he casts Arms of Hadar.
Oh, no.
And everyone within 10 feet must make a strength saving throw as this dark gloam spreads out. Tendrils shoot up. So I will roll for my people.
Arms of Hadar is so fun.
Jessa fails. Marv succeeds.
I got a 14.
Okay. You still take half damage.
Okay.
But yay, Mel succeeded his strength check.
Yeah. I know, I have a
You
plus
take
0.
4, and Marv takes 4, which he's still okay, but he is taking a little bit of damage. And Jessa takes the full 8. Not as much as it could have been.
Oh, question?
What's your question?
He just damaged me, right?
Mm-hmm.
I am going to hellish rebuke that.
Okay.
On him, I reach out a little bit of flame. My eyes glow that yellow, and I try to hit him. Can you make a dexterity saving throw?
That's a 9 plus 3 is 12.
No.
Okay.
Great. For that, pretty good. 17 fire damage.
Whoa.
Mhm.
Okay. 17 fire damage as the Arms of Hadar spread out and hit you guys in this room. You see that a form rises up out of the Arms of Hadar themselves, and very similar to what you can do with Marv.
Oh.
You see this blacky inkness form, just this kind of black, shadowy shape of a If you want to make a history check, Mel, you can.
Yeah.
But just a guy wearing like a suit jacket with a vest and shaved head. just a guy.
Just an ordinary guy.
Just an ordinary guy.
Just an ordinary guy. And
History.
history?
Yeah.
That's a nat 1.
Okay. You don't remember
really
him.
don't know.
No.
You really don't remember him at all. But there is a person here, very similar to Marv. You're getting that same feeling, that same iteration, that idea that Silas Gallows is more than just a guy, but he has a similar deal with the rift, magic, spiritual connection that both of you share. And as you are all kind of in this area, you feel this rift energy pulsing in this space, because it's memory, it's emotion, it's identity. And when someone's caught inside of that and anchors themselves wrong and somebody is nearby to care for them or whatever, there's this connection point. And so we have this standoff, 3 warlocks in a room.
Standoff style.
Yeah, with Jessica Cass. And as we get the tumbleweed going across the warehouse and the new form round of combat about to happen, we're going to end this episode and move into finishing this combat on the ultimate episode, not the penultimate episode, but the ultimate episode next week. It was a long one, so time to be done, but we'll continue the battle next time.
All right. That was fun. I'm scared.
Good. You should be. All right. Thank you all for listening. Hope you guys enjoyed the battle. We will finish with Mirelight, I think, next week.
On
Dadventurous.
Dadventurous.